Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Thunder Today YouTube channel. I am your host, Dylan Hibbard, and in today's video, we are going to dive into the loss that the Thunder took over the weekend against the Miami Heat in Miami. But there's more stuff to be worried about than just that loss. We got some injury news. The injury bug continues to hit the Thunder in a big way. We'll talk about that. And then we're going to talk about our matchup today. The matchup will be at 1:30, so it's kind of an interesting day game. We'll talk about that more as we get into the video. But want to give a huge shout out and thank you to Underdog Fantasy for sponsoring today's video. You guys can use this QR code right here in the corner. If you just play your first $5, they will give you a free $75. And it doesn't get much better than that. Just free money to be able to go out there and play with some money right there. So if you guys haven't yet, please sign up, and the QR code's right there. But once again, thank you for Underdog Fantasy for sponsoring today's video. But let's dive into this. The Thunder take a loss in Miami, 122-120 over the weekend, and this was just another brutal loss. And really the big thing that's coming out of it from the injury side of things is the J-Dub injury, and we'll talk about that. But if you just look at this game in general, this was a game that the Thunder just could not figure out a way to stop Bam Adebayo. Bam had one of his best games in his entire career, and it really showed out. He had 30 and 12 with multiple blocks as well, and he was really just being a force to be reckoned with against this Thunder team. And you look on the Thunder side of things, Shea rolled his ankle as well. We were worried because J-Dub got hurt, and then Shea rolled his ankle very shortly after, and we're like, holy crap, this is really happening. But luckily it wasn't anything too big for Shea. Shea tried to do what he could on the offensive end and try to carry this Thunder team to a victory, but it was just not enough for the Thunder. And you look at other guys across the way, A.J. Mitchell continuing to have another great game. Aaron Wiggins had a really good game. Hopefully that can get him going now. And you look at Chet, kind of the normal stuff we're seeing from Chet, and just contributions all around, but it just wasn't enough with Bam Adebayo. The defense wasn't able to slow them down enough. And when it came down to the final 3 or 4 minutes, it just felt like every time we were going down on our side to make a 2 or even possibly a 3, the Miami Heat were just playing that much better and able to do all of that, and they were continuing to put the pressure on the Thunder, and it got to a point where they took the lead with 30 seconds left, and the Thunder get the ball, call a timeout to get the ball across half court, and then we try to throw a lob when we're down by 3 to Chet from the sideline out of bounds, and it just causes a turnover, and then it kind of all fumbles from there. So it was a very interesting call by Dagnall to do that with still 30 seconds left. I feel like at that point you really just need to try to get Shea the ball, try to tie the game up with a 2 or even see what's going on. But it was just a really weird call. And then you look towards the end of the game and they give it to Alex Caruso for the 3 for the win, and it just rims out. And that would have been an insane game winner, but that one just kind of bounces out. And it was very unfortunate as the Thunder fall to 35-8 now, and it was just another struggle in one of those games that it just really sucks to lose, one of those close ones that you wish you could have back. But really the big thing that everybody is talking about right now is the J-Dub injury. J-Dub was actually going off before he got injured. He was 2 for 2 from 3, already had 8 points in the first quarter. And it just so happens he started a limp, and it looks like that we got news that it's going to be a hamstring injury. And from what we've seen from J-Dub's Instagram story, it doesn't look that good. And right now, there is no timetable at the recording of this video when he will be back. But you look at it, and hopefully he didn't tear anything in the hamstring muscle, because if he tears anything, we're looking at multiple months out. Best case scenario is he's probably going to be out for a little over a month at this point, and that really puts you in the early to mid-March area, and then you got to get him ranked back up for the playoffs towards the end of April and the beginning of June. So this is really something that the Thunder are having to deal with right now. Isaiah Hartenstein's not going to be in the game ready tonight. So now the Thunder are at the point, you've already lost so many games, it's no reason to be going towards any kind of record. Really all you're wanting to do is stay afloat, get that 1 seed, and obviously this Thunder team is still so very good, even without J-Dub. Before J-Dub came back, the Thunder were 18-0, or 18-1, excuse me. So you look at it, the Thunder know how to do it. So guys like an AJ Mitchell, once again, are gonna get some more minutes. Maybe Aaron Wiggins will start getting those bigger minutes, and that can help him get ready for the playoff run that we're going to need to go back-to-back. But Thunder are dealing with stuff, so at this point, we really just need the Thunder to focus on trying to get everybody as healthy and ready for the playoff because we know we should be able to get the 1 seed. We're still the best team in the NBA at the end of the day, so just prioritizing the health come April and May, excuse me. And that's all we really got to worry about, and everything will kind of fit into itself, and hopefully the Thunder can continue to do that. But it's just going to suck because now we're turning the corner. We're here in about 2 weeks. We're about to play Denver for the first time. They're going to have Jokic back, but we're not going to have J-Dub, so that's going to be really tough to have to face teams like that, especially in the second half of the season. Just the amount of games that we have against teams that are contending are going to want to take us down. Thunder are really going to have to start showing out. Guys outside of Shea is going to have to step up like a Chet, AJ Mitchell, and guys surrounding him. Fast breaks, buzzer beaters, and block parties are back, and Underdog is the best place to get in on all of the action. Playing Underdog is easy. Just pick whether your favorite players will go higher or lower on stats like points, rebounds, steals, and more. Get your picks, you could win up to 5,000 times your cash. Download the app today and use promo code BASKETBALLFAN to score $75 in bonus entries when you play your first $5. That is promo code BASKETBALLFAN. Underdog, make picks, win money, must be 18 years or older to play.
Must be 18 plus. 19 plus in Alabama, Nebraska. 19 plus in Colorado for some games. 21 plus in Arizona, Massachusetts, and Virginia. And present in a state where Underdog Fantasy operates. Terms apply. See assets.underdogfantasy.com/play and get terms DFSTML for details. Offer not valid in Maryland, Michigan, New Jersey, New York, Ohio, and Pennsylvania. Concerned with your play? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit www.ncpgambling.org. In New York, call the 24/7 Hope line at 1-877-8 or text PMI 467-369.
And now we're going to wrap up this video, and we're going to start diving into this Cavs and Thunder matchup this afternoon, and it is MLK Day for everybody who is not aware. So the NBA is going to have a full slate of games all day, and the Thunder are going to be on NBC and Peacock at 1:30 Central Time against the Cleveland Cavaliers in Cleveland. This should be a really good game against two teams. The Cavs are kind of limping coming in here as well. So the Thunder dealing with the injury bug. It looks like Darius Garland has been ruled out for this game as well. So they're going to be without their second best player as well. So both teams are kind of out right now. Thunder are a little bit more banged up with Hartenstein and J-Dub out. And obviously J-Dub's better than Darius Garland, so it's a bit more of a hit for the Thunder. But no excuses. You got to go into Cleveland, try to get back on the winning side and get something out of this road trip. And it's going to be a weird time starting at 1:30. You're not used to these afternoon start times, so really got to be able to lock in early. And if you're not, this Cleveland team is going to go out there and take it from you. They have plenty of guys that will compete with you. Obviously, Evan Mobley and Jared Allen down low for Chet to deal with. You have Donovan Mitchell for our perimeter and defensive guys to have to worry about. And they also have so many pieces around that can shoot and stretch the floor. So this is going to be a good team. We matched up. It was a big-time matchup last year when we were the two best records in the league, and we didn't lose. Our only loss to the entire Eastern Conference all of last year was that one game to the Cleveland Cavaliers. So they still have that, and they're going to be able to be at home and try to take down this Thunder team and continue to beat them while we're down with the J-Dub and Isaiah Hartenstein injury. But it's going to be up to the Thunder to go out there and avenge J-Dub and go out there and play well and go out on the road and win this one. We'll have to see where this Thunder starting lineup is if they get AJ Mitchell back out there and he is trying to run the point more, and maybe Shea's kind of playing as the two and he's not having to worry about carrying the ball up more, or they continue to start Aaron Wiggins out there as well. We'll have to see how they want to go about the starting lineup. But really, you have to look at what is the matchup that's going to be the big difference in this one. And at the end of the day, I think really the big one is going to be the defensive battle between Evan Mobley and Chet Holmgren. These two guys are very similar, where there's defensive first guys, but they also have an insane offensive skill set. It's just, can that skill set be put into action on tonight's game against a team like that? And we know Chet is able to stretch the floor just like Mobley. So it's going to be interesting to see if these two are on each other a lot, and if they aren't, who's going to be matched up on what, but I think these two are going to be matched up on each other for a good majority of the night, or maybe they want to put Chet on Jared Allen and we have a guy like an Aaron Wiggins or somebody that starts and he is going out there on Evan Mobley. But I think Chet and Mobley matching up, I think, is going to be the matchup to watch. I think if either of them, whoever has the better game, that team will most likely come out on top, because you know what Donovan Mitchell is going to give you, know what Shai's going to give you. So it's up to these secondary stars. With J-Dub and Garland out, it's going to be up to Chet and Mobley to make up that offensive load and not only do that, but also be very effective on the defensive side. And this could be a game that if Chet goes out there and has, say, another 3 or 4 blocks and it's a big-time game, that really can propel him and help him in his Defensive Player of the Year case. And likewise with Mobley, maybe Mobley has a big game and really shuts down Chet and he can get himself up into those conversations as well. But I think those two are the ones to watch out for this matchup this afternoon at 1:30 in Cleveland. Once again, it is on NBC and Peacock as well. But that'll be it for me today, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know down below what your thoughts are. How worried are you about this J-Dub injury? Do you think it's going to be a multiple month thing, or do you think it's just going to be the 1 month, and hopefully that's the best case scenario? You'll have to let me know that down below. But that'll be it for me, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.